Good morning, all my comrades and friends who are traveling. I've actually posted some video under my YouTube, Richard Chong. And what I did was I posted some about Chinatown and some of the prices of the food. As I have actually shared in my first video, introduction, that I'm going to do videos of Kuala Lumpur and other parts of Malaysia later on about how travelers can travel cheaply, how all of us can stretch our pennies so we can stay longer and also enjoy our trip better. So in order to do that, I need to make a video of all the clean and cheap street foods. Sometimes street food is not cheap. If you go to Chinatown, for instance, because those street food stores, the rental is very high. So the price of the thing, they have to charge you higher to cover the rental. But there are a lot of those by the lane of the main road, which a rental is so cheap, or maybe even free because the government don't charge them, and they can sell much cheaper, and their food can be better and better, than some of the food of the tourist area. So that's what I'm going to do in my next video. I will go and eat and show you the food and how cheap the price is. Then when you come down, you can do it. And I would also shoot some of the modern hostel now in Kuala Lumpur, which is usually about, most of them is anything about half a kilometer to 1.5 kilometer from the center of KL or from Chinatown. And these hostels are very modern now. They have internet facilities, they have aircon, and their beds are selling at $6 US to about 10 for rooms of 4, 6, or 10 people, the dorm, for the dorm. But of course, you can actually get one room and suite with bathroom inside for about 35 to 35 US dollar for 2 person. So sometimes if you want something more comfortable, you can actually share and pay a bit more. And the other side thing is, if you can shop for good and cheap street foods, then the good thing is that either you can have some extra money left to make your trip longer, or maybe to take a bus to cover to another city in Malaysia, or you can actually, for every 2 nights, you can save up to buy 2 bottles of beers to enjoy yourself with your travelers friends at the hostel lounge, okay? So wait for my next video. There are many things that I want to do in the next video, and I will do it once. Give me another week or 10 days, then I can do it and I'll post it up to all of you. And I must thank you. For myself as a traveler, I have this kind of experience and know that the main things in the mind of the travelers is the fear of not having enough money, and how long can we stretch the money. And I'm going to do the videos to try to help each of us to overcome this. We travelers are not like tourists, as I mentioned earlier. Tourists usually come in very comfortably. They pay their travel agent in the country, and they fly to Malaysia. At the airport, they have the travel company from Malaysia to pick them up with a comfortable bus and also with a tour guide. So they'll be taken around to see all sort of places in Kuala Lumpur or maybe in another well-known historical city called Malacca or even Penang, a nice island with a lot of beautiful beaches. But tourists come, they only see. They don't have the time to sit down and mingle with the locals and all this. In other words, they see, but they will not get enough of exposure to what is happening in this country and the people who are living here. But for travelers like you and me, it's different. We'll take our time to stroll around the city, and we have time, we will mingle and talk to the locals. And the Malaysians are all very friendly, and most of us speak English, really. So you can, as a traveler, you can learn more from the local people. Then you know how to plan even a better trip in your next time coming to Malaysia. So just wait for my next video, and I'm going to show you more. Thank you very much. This is Richard Chong from Malaysia.